Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a FFA's channel because we are live streaming to both of our channels. Thanks for joining us tonight. How are you, FFA Touched by Tarot?
Okay, I am doing fine. Hey, tribe. I hope everybody's doing good. Glad to be with you, Susan, on a full moon in Leo, no less.
I
How about that?
know.
I know, right? How about that for timing? So,
How are you guys doing out there with this full moon in Leo?
right?
How are we doing?
But it's a powerful one, it's Leo's a pretty cool, shine on is what I'm saying. Shine on, let them hear you roar. Nothing wrong with it. All good. Like we'll make it happen.
Awesome.
Hi,
I'm trying to click. I'm trying to click something and I just cannot click it. And why is that? Somebody had a reading with you and it was amazing. Okay.
Oh, good. I didn't see who.
Paige had a reading with a FFA and it was amazing.
Oh,
Thanks, Barbara.
yeah.
She is amazing, y'all. I'm telling you, I tried to keep all these people to myself, but now y'all finding out about them. Okay, that's all right. Okay, we are here to read politics, and I'm going to tell you guys we're going to blitz it because we're going to be in and out of here in an hour. So let's do it. We are ready to go. y'all think you know FFA, but you don't know her, but you will soon because she's got some surprises for y'all. Hey, if you're on my channel, please go to her channel and subscribe. If you're on her channel, go to my channel and subscribe. Share the love.
Absolutely.
All right.
Talk about the Leo full moon. Leo, Leo the lion-hearted. It's about coming from our heart. And I love, Susan, let me just say this, we're starting, and I've said this before, but I want to say it again anytime I come on your channel. I just love your community. I love what you're building. I love being a part of it. I love the way I've been welcomed into it. It's truly a phenomenal thing. And I don't take any of it for granted, not one day. I appreciate you all.
Thank you, FFA. I love my community. And thank you, Stone Spirits. Good to see you too. And here's my astrologer on a full moon. Good Lord, girl. I don't know what you're doing tonight. She probably in a well, I don't know. She probably likes Leo. Good. That's good. We have a friend, FFA and have a mutual friend that doesn't like full moons. They make her feel kind of like weird or she doesn't like them. So some people may not like them. Some people might be howling at the moon. I don't know what y'all are doing tonight. We don't need to necessarily know if it's X-rated or illegal. Okay, let's get started. Now, I got to say, being in Texas, this is kind of a big thing in my consciousness because the Supreme Court said, well, Texas has to allow the federal government to remove this razor wire mess down there. And as far as I can tell, our governor is putting it back because there's some kind of like tit for tat thing. Like, well, they just said you could remove it. They didn't say we couldn't put it back. So Cheryl's question is, will Biden be able to persuade the Republicans to pass his border deal, or will they be obedient to Trump and block it?
No, we know, he was really counting on, and to his credit, to the extent that you're ever going to hear me give Mitch McConnell any credit, Mitch has really been working on that side to try and get it through. But who, Mafia Don, as I call him, has just taken a full frontal attack, and he's apparently, making all these phone calls and telling people, if you do this, it's curtains. And there they go again. It's deja vu all over again. But it's interesting though. Here's what I maybe I'll go, well, or maybe you're getting a hit, Susan. I'm wondering, so Abbott said, well, basically he just claimed states' rights. He said, okay, I heard you, Supreme Court, but whatever, the states are sovereign. I don't know that that's true. Like, doesn't the federal government trump whatever? Yeah. I hate to use that word, but don't they hold sway over the states at that? Yeah. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, they will. They will. I mean, Abbott's done this a lot where he sent letters, to the Supreme Court saying this is what it is. I mean, look, we can all write a letter. I can write a letter. Anybody can write a letter. What I see, so there's two really questions here, I think. Cheryl White's question is, will this get done through Congress? I don't think so because we can't even get a freaking budget or, we can't get simple things through, much less the border. And they've decided that the border is going to be the hill that they're going to die on, so to speak, the Republicans have. And And what's interesting is that, the Democrats were ready to pass that bill. I mean, they were ready to throw money at it. They were ready to get serious, and the Republicans blocked it. So that's your question. The other question is about the federal government's involvement in the border, because this is a really dicey situation for Biden. If he sends the federal troops down there, it kind of gives Texas kind of this opportunity to set up a visual, right, of the Texas militia, whatever. It puts Biden in an unfortunate position, and it's just not, it's a no-win situation for Biden. So do you, if FFA, if you were to consult either your magic psychic intuition or the cards, I mean, what do you think is going to happen with the border situation? What is that?
Stuck. S-T, stuck.
She got a card named Stuck. Oh man, I would take that card out of my deck and throw it away.
Okay, right? Exactly. Yeah, I think, because you're absolutely right. The guides are absolutely right. This is just the worst of the worst. Because it's forcing Biden's hand. Biden needs this border win. He really does need this win. And the other side, the extremists are, within the Senate and the House, they're just determined not to give him this win. They're following Mafia Don's orders. They've been ordered, the mob boss has ordered them. You will not give him this win. I need this to be held off until, I can get in and I can take care of it, which ain't gonna happen. But I think there's some fundamental truth. I do think that ultimately our court system is I think that's representing the court system. And I think there's going to be some ramifications. Somehow Abbott's hand is going to get forced, and it's going to be pedal to the metal. And if, Biden does have a temper.
He's a Scorpio, y'all.
Scorpio. And if he has to, if they force his hand and he has to do what he has to do,
he'll do it.
Prepare.
Wow.
Right? Spirit's on fire tonight. Prepare. I think he will. I think if it's bringing in the National Guard, right? I think he's going to do what he has to do, and it may get ugly, and it's certainly not the way he wanted to do it, but it has to be done. It has to be done.
So that's exactly what I see. I see sort of a flare up, and I think that's exactly what FFA is saying. There could be a flare up, but I feel like it just deflates. It just deflates. Like as soon as Biden shows up with the National Guard or whomever, they're just going to melt into the shadows. I honestly think that it's not going to go well for Abbott. I don't think so. I think it's actually going to make Biden look good. But I think from Biden's perspective right now, it's a no-win situation. And he's like, my God, can't I catch a break somewhere? Somewhere. But he can't. But I do think that it just starts to blow up and then it just deflates.
Yeah. Yeah. My concern is, having to go that route. Yeah. Page of Swords and the Fool. Okay. He's going to take that chance. Biden's a lot of things, but he ain't no punk. He's going to take a chance. But then, so then what's the price to pay with the aid to Ukraine? That's on the heels of that.
But did you see that you might not have seen it because you've been super busy with readings and whatnot, what did they do? They took some of the money that's been on hold that Russia has, and they're going to give it. They voted to give this, or somehow Biden is going to give this money to Ukraine. Good. I just see money coming to Ukraine from all angles. You know what I mean? Like the world is not going to let Ukraine down. And that's what this is a lesson. This is a lesson for the whole world. Okay, the United States is kind of down and out for a minute. Can't help. Okay, here come these other countries. Here come these other opportunities. It's not great, but they're not going to let this happen. This is going to affect all these countries. It's not just Ukraine. Russia's got eyes on all kinds of countries, and all kinds of things can happen. So Is that what do you get with that?
You are 110% on it, Susan Lynn. I got the Page of Cups, which in the context of what we're talking about, this is fresh energy. This is maybe even, smaller countries, people banding together who otherwise wouldn't have been expected. Some of the top players that if they are tied up, then there's going to be some other people coming in. I think this represents money because we got the 9 of Pentacles.
Nice.
That money is coming in. You are 100% right.
Yeah, it is coming in. Let me just take a moment and say thank you, Catherine.
She got money coming in. It's all over the place.
I love that.
Lots of money.
I love that. This is what I'm saying. I can't explain. When the Susan part of this thing looks at it, it looks dire. It looks worrisome. But when spirit gets involved, it's like, don't question, have faith. We got this. And this is just going to be one of those times, you guys, where we all going to have a little bit more faith, because it is happening. It is happening. If you look at it, it's happening. It's just that we're tired. I think we're all tired, of it happening. It's been a long time. We've been fighting this and we're ready for a break,
We're ready for a break. And we've been catching it on all fronts. I mean,
all fronts.
It's like everything we can do to just manage what's happening domestically. And then at the same time, we still have to stay engaged with our allies, so it's a lot. It's a lot on our plate.
A lot going on. Thank you, moderators. Thank you guys so much. And thanks for putting up Afefe's website and mine and taking care of the trolls. I really appreciate you guys. Let's see if we can move on to you can hit, if you want to put something on the screen, you have got the power.
Okay, so how does this work?
Y'all just roll your mouse over the name and click on it.
Oh, okay. All right. So let's see what's happening. Right now I'm seeing a whole bunch of love and happiness and hey, how you doing?
Oh my God.
Fani is
another one got their wings.
Okay, let's talk. Susan, I would love to talk about Fani. Fani's not great.
Let's do it. Because you read, if you guys saw Afefe's video, her political video yesterday, I think, he did a reading on Fani Willis, and it was very fascinating. A little bit of a nail biter. Fani is not breaking any laws. All right, Trish.
Write it up there. So, and I will tell you, I caught a little flack from people in my comments, which I accepted. As long as anything's respectful, I recognize it's a public platform. People have their opinions, and this is a democracy. People have a right. I had somebody get on me about Trump. Somebody got on me, and I love Trump, and you need to be respectful.
Oh,
yeah. I know. You know what? I said, thank you for your comment. It's a democracy. I understand your point of view, and I left it at that. Just let it be heard. But okay, but people have been on me about Fani, because when I did the reading for Fani, y'all, I got the 2 of Cups. Now, for those of us who are into tarot, the 2 of Cups can mean some things. And I got the 2 of Cups around Fani Willis and Nathan Wade. We got to see what happens. But it looks a little strange. Now, I hear you, Trish. She's not breaking any laws. And yes, here's the thing. If she had an affair with Nathan Wade, no, there's nothing criminal about that. But what they're saying, and they're trying to come at her with, is when she put him on the payroll, and if he used funds from his being a special prosecutor on the case, and to finance some of these trips that supposedly they took together, now we got a problem. And
do you think that happened? Because now I read something that said that he didn't do that. I kind of feel like we're going to be splitting hairs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's going to get down to some parsing. Like, I'm hearing the word parsing of the words, parsing of the actions even. I don't think Afefe, you were saying she broke any laws. All Afefe was saying, as far as I could tell watching the video, was that it looks like there's some there. It looks like there was some heat between these two people, which is fine. However, it could be unethical if he took a junket trip with her, if they went to some nice, great, expensive place on the state's dime.
Right.
that then we get into trouble. I'm not sure if they went that far. I was like, Fonnie cannot be that dumb. I mean, we all get a little, a little cray when it comes to, a hot person. You know what I mean? Whatever you into, you know what I mean? Like sometimes we don't think straight, but I just didn't see her as being that person. Uh-oh. Y'all, she's fire with these cards, y'all. I'm telling you, she's fire. She's read me so many times.
Thanks, I don't know. Ace of Swords. I don't know.
Tell me what that means. Just speak your words. Use
okay.
Your words.
I think there might be some there, as we said. The extent to which I certainly hope that she was smart enough not to Trisha's point, to not break any laws. If she hired him and he made some decisions on his own about what to do with his salary, and that included paying for an airline ticket for her to go wherever, because apparently, if some of the stories are to be believed, and they're from some pretty reputable sources. We're talking about, Associated Press. We're talking about New York Times. We're talking about some pretty reputable outlets who are saying that there's been credit card records that have shown that these tickets were purchased for her. So her name it's not just he's out here buying airline tickets. These are tickets purchased for her. Damn. So to Napa Valley, to Miami. So,
but that was with his own personal money, right?
Was with his own personal money, but the point they're making is, where did he get that personal money from? He got
from his paycheck.
From his paycheck.
But I agree with you. I think
he can do what he wants with it, right?
Right. I mean, they're adults, right? They're adults. And this is going to be the problem with it is that this is going to be fodder for the media, and we don't need that right now. Fonnie Willis doesn't need that right now. We really don't. So it is what it is. I don't think I don't think you can push her around at all. So I think she's just going to stand her ground and just be like, whatever. I did what I did. I mean, and there's something about that too, right? This is a double standard I'm hearing from my spirit guides, right? I mean, this is Donald, this is all these men doing this stuff. And yet here's this woman that does it. And now all of a sudden it's a big problem. So this might actually get more women on her side. And, this might be interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. And there are a lot of women who are already speaking out and saying, what's the big deal? I mean, apparently.
Well, I kind of agree. If it wasn't outright criminal, then step off.
Then do what you got to do. Enjoy your life.
Well, look what she says. Work hard, play hard.
That's it. There you go. I love it. Work hard, play. Or as my daughter used to say, work hard, play harder.
There you go. That's even better. Thank you, New Hampshire Mountain Dancer. Okay, I'm going to move on. If you're ready to move on.
Yes.
So, I mean, basically, I don't think you said in your video, you don't see this stopping the trial. You don't see this causing Donald Trump to win the trial. We don't see any of that. It's just, it's like Biden with the border. We don't need another front to fight on. We just need things. We just need to get our business done without any more craziness. And it's just so frustrating, right? When we have to go and expend extra energy, when they have to expend extra energy protecting themselves or, saying what happened. That's just unfortunate.
Yeah. And I do, last comment on this, I do fear for her. And I said that in my video, because I think this is still going to be a stain on her to a certain extent, just because it is going to gather. It's going to, advance before it starts to retreat. Right. There's just so much heat that she's going to take in the midst of such a major case that she just doesn't need the steam. And I think if anything, let him go. He doesn't need to let him go. There's other special prosecutors out there.
Well, that's true. So wasn't that the other thing, that he's not even a criminal prosecutor?
So that's part of the thought that's adding to the thought.
He's a family law attorney. Yeah. She hired as a criminal prosecutor. So y'all, come on. It does not pass the smell test. It just doesn't, but
he was paid more than the other special prosecutors.
Oh, heck. So you see, that's when we start getting into the ethics, you guys. That's the problem. So, but it's okay because, I'm pretty sure Trump is going to get taken care of before Fani gets him. But I think Fani, because she had that bigger scope, and you said in your video, whatever happens, that case goes forward.
That case goes forward.
That's all we need to know, really.
He made the call. We heard it over and over again with 11,000 votes. Somebody get me 11,000 votes. We know those other people, poor Ruby Freeman and her daughter, we know these things happen. That had nothing to do. I don't care if Fani and Nathan were somewhere on the moon getting it on. Those things happened and they have to be addressed. Right.
Yeah. Right.
100%.
100%. So I want to also say thank you, Kelly. And I want to move on to did you see this? Fefe, did you guys see this? Rolling Stone came out with an article, and it's very well researched, that Steve Meyer says what will become of the DOD report, the Department of Defense report yesterday, that the White House between 2017 and 2019 were just passing out drugs prescription free. You guys, it was worse than that. They put them in baggies and put the baggies in a basket on the counter so you could self-serve. Now, this Rolling Stone article said, to be fair, that the prescription clinic office, whatever it is, was a little bit lax, even, years before Trump. But apparently after Trump, there were I guess it was like this. It was lax, but the rules weren't really broken. But it's just what the Republicans always do. If there's no hard and fast rule, if it's just customary, then everybody follows the rule, right? But the Republicans, if it ain't a law in a freaking constitution, and even then, they're not going to follow it. So what was happening is during Trump's stay in the hospital, not in the White House, during Trump's evil regime, people who normally couldn't get these drugs were getting those drugs. Now, why did they even have drugs? Well, number two things. First of all, they didn't even get the generic prescription. They got the full expensive, full price one. And they were uppers and downers. And they actually interviewed somebody who said, well, when I was working, like 12 hours a day, and all of a sudden I have to fly to the Middle East. And then when I get there, I'm supposed to be working 12 hours a day. I need something to get me over the jet lag, and I need to be hitting the ground running. And that's what the uppers were for. Well, what were the downers for? Well, to go to sleep after you didn't take uppers for 3 days in a row. So apparently this is not out of the range of possibility. However, it's how it was handled during the Trump regime. People who normally wouldn't have access to the clinic to get these kinds of drugs were getting access to the clinic. Even this person that they had a contact that was there, said a note was given to the clinic that said, can you package up some drugs to give this White House staffer as a going away present? And they were giving them to him in Ziploc bags, not even labeled. So yeah, this is Trump, right? He wants to talk about the cocaine found in the White House, yet Trump was, like drug central. So the question is, what's going to become of it?
Well, okay, so I'm just tripping. I am really tripping.
You got to read the article. It's not even a long, but they got somebody. They got somebody that was either there in the clinic. They got somebody on the inside. Eyewitness.
But I mean,
drugs are us. It's true.
Yeah, drugs are us for real, though. But what do you even do with that at this point? What do you do with that?
Well, I think what Biden does is he comes out with, knowing Biden, he's going to come out with a whole extra money on drug awareness. You know what I mean? He's going to come out with some new program on drug awareness. Yeah. Number one. Number two, he's going to come out with a whole new protocol. Perhaps, I don't know if they can make it any stronger. You know what I mean? Like some oversight committee or oversight something about that clinic. This isn't even Trump's doctor. We're not talking about Trump's doctor. We're talking about the White House clinic.
The White House
pharmacy. They got like a little pharmacy in there.
I don't see any way to process. Okay. I'm looking at the Six of Cups, Eight of Wands, and the Empress. So I see the proliferation of it. I see exactly in line with what you're saying that this happened, but I don't know that, how, if anything, I think what you're saying, Susan, and the guys are exactly right. If anything, what can be done at this point is, okay, let's make sure that this doesn't happen on anybody else's watch. And let's go ahead and implement some, a program. Let's make sure. I do believe, as you were saying that, I was like, oh, so that's somebody had some leftovers, and that's how it got in that cubby hole that day that they tried to put it on Hunter. Remember? So
Yep, they're handing them out in baggies.
yes,
I mean, and giving them away as like leaving, like parting gifts.
yes,
You know what I mean? Like,
exactly. So
Ronnie Jackson, yeah, Ronnie Jackson. And it wasn't even Ronnie Jackson. So maybe what can happen is that instead of having a pharmacy in the White House, maybe full disclosure, we just need to have a doctor, and maybe we need to have public, complete transparency. Seriously.
yeah, and that's going to happen. That's already being talked about.
Because that's Biden. That's Biden right there.
Yeah, that's already in the works. That's already, I got the Four of Swords and the Knight of Swords. That's already in the works. And there's going to be somebody appointed in charge of it. There's going to be a fresh face on it. And I think it's going to be somebody younger.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I think it's going to be somebody younger, somebody who's going to get appointed to that, who can really take that ball and run with it. But I absolutely think, and I'm wondering somehow if this is tied to Kamala. I pull the Empress a lot whenever Kamala Harris comes up. And I wonder if somehow she's going to get tied into, oversight of it, or helping to determine who it is that
might be her role.
That might be her role, to help determine who it is that's going to take care of that and run it. But I think it's going to be someone younger.
Maybe she's heading it up and she appoints one of her aides, or,
her aides. Yeah. But that's shut down. There is no more clinic. The clinic is shut.
Wow. We were wondering why we were delivering so many plastic baggies to the White House. Ziploc was like, here's 6 more boxes of Ziploc bags.
Ziploc stock just went high.
What are you using these for?
Isn't it for?
That's how we distribute our drugs here. What are you talking about?
Wow.
Oh God. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, you're gonna see. It's in the Rolling Stone. Check it out. Rolling Stone, White House drugs during Trump's reign.
Look that up.
We all need to share it on social media so that it doesn't go away, because we need to really it does just explain his late night rants. Yeah, it does.
And we know that
we got Kevin Loving Vibrations in the house. Sharon Shipe, I hope you're feeling better. I saw somebody else. Some other readers are here. Sorry, I know that Allison with Stone Spirit is here. I just like to shout out the readers. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with us. We appreciate it.
Yes. Thanks, everybody. Nice to see you. Appreciate
Terry
it.
and holding your space. Yep. Okay. All right. Let's grab another question. Just can't believe that. It's just
that's wild. But you're right. Rolling Stone doesn't play. They are thorough. They are very thorough. So you can just about take if they've done it, you can just about take it as gospel, because they're great. Absolutely.
Yeah, first person description. And what I was going to say, do you think they're going to find a picture? Like, being a photographer, I take pictures of everything. If I was in the White House, I'd be like, I got to get a picture of that, show everybody, I mean, like, look at all these drugs in this basket, it's like, not mint. They're not mints, honey.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if something comes up. Somebody's got something. Come on. There couldn't have been
I'm telling you.
There, and it's not just in the clinic. It was some things happening in the halls, some things yeah, there was some
everywhere
around. Yeah, they were everywhere. Wow. Who knew? And there's the Empress again.
Oh, let's look at that.
I want to know who she was. Who was 2017 to 2019?
Uh-oh.
Who, Susan, you know, this is your bailiwick. Who were some of Trump's female right-hand people around that time?
No, it is not my bailiwick.
Please tell me it wasn't Kellyanne. Please, God, tell me it wasn't Kellyanne. If it was Kellyanne, that's gonna make my day.
Y'all, somebody Google it. Kellyanne Conway, was she there between what years? 2017, 18?
2019?
Oh, God, it was. I know it was. Like, I'm pretty sure it was. What do y'all think? Somebody Google it for us. Yeah, I'm excited that Jon Stewart's coming back. Hope Hicks. Was it Hope Hicks? God, Hope Hicks has a little bit of energy too.
She got a little bit of
Kellyanne
energy.
Conway, according to my astrology.
Yeah, I'm feeling Kellyanne. She's capable. I know that much. She was certainly capable.
And remember Madison Cawthorn saying all the drug and orgies? Remember that? Remember Madison Cawthorn? Thank you, Rose Blue. Okay. We think it's Kellyanne. I think it might be Kellyanne. Why are you saying, what are you saying about Kellyanne? For entertainment purposes only.
Well, think about it. The person who was the progenitor of alternative facts, living in an alternative reality, I just think she was absolutely, I mean, this woman was capable of anything, and she demonstrated that. She could look and see me in this yellow shirt and swear up and down it was red, and be, you know what I mean? I just see her being that delusional and that culpable of being able to get in there and be a part of it and dig it, you know, and really dig it. Like dig being that connect.
So do you think that because this, go ahead, what?
Better say allegedly.
Allegedly. Do you think that because, I mean, really, according to this Rolling Stone article, it sounds like drugs were rampant. I mean, they were available to not only the president, and the way the article reads is these drugs were only supposed to be for the president and like his cabinet, but yet they got like people, aides, and even kind of outside were also allowed to have these drugs. And that's where kind of the ooh and ah is somehow. Do you think that people have pictures, or do you think this is blackmail? Do you think that some of this could have been used as blackmail too?
I think there were parties. I got the 3 of Cups, which is a card of celebration. I think there were some parties.
You know, they were talking about menage a trois or orgies or something.
Yeah. I think there were some parties, and they were passing them around. Look. This is the 8 of Pentacles. Now, normally we could call that a different way, but in the context of what we're talking about right now, I think they were passing it around just like that.
Those are pills. In that little pot are pills. So
yeah, I think there's some video. I don't know about pictures. Well, if there's video, there should be pictures. But I think there's something there, and I think but I don't know that it was within, within the White House or within. I think it was some like maybe off-site party.
Maybe on a plane.
Yeah, maybe on the plane.
Lord, Air Force One.
Mm-hmm. Lolita version.
The presidential Lolita Express.
Lolita Express. Yeah.
Good Lord, that is sad. So are you trying to tell me, bright, shiny Ray, that Saudi Arabia bought Rolling Stone? The Saudis bought Rolling Stone? Please, somebody confirm that. It's possible. Anything is possible these days.
Wait.
Y'all know that Afefe was a professional journalist in her previous life?
This is really rocking my world. I'm like, no, not the Rolling Stone. Who's next? I did that. I also, the LA Times, off topic, but the LA Times is letting off a quarter of their staff. Like news organizations are really suffering financially, which makes me wonder about that question about the Saudis. Okay, hold on. How could they? Okay, are the Saudis in talks to? Are you saying that's already happened?
I'm looking it up right now. It looks like the Penske Media Corporation, who I don't know who that is. Penske Media acquired a majority stake in the Rolling Stones from Winner Media in 2017. So I don't know who that is, but it sounds like there's multiple owners. So Okay, Penske Media. Thank you, Peggy. Appreciate that. All right, we're going to move on because we just got to keep this ball rolling.
Yeah, wow. I can't go there. I can't believe that. I did get the Knight of Wands and the King of Swords. So I do think there's something to it. I think somebody made a push, and there was some, because the King of Swords, that could very well be somebody, a deal maker. But dang.
And what we fail to recognize is that these saboteurs, or these people who are encouraging these things or whatever, they just want chaos. You know what I mean? They don't care if it's chaos on this person or that person. They just want us to have chaos. So it's not always against Trump. It's sometimes they want to throw Trump under the bus because they like the chaos that it causes America.
Yeah, it's about America. It's about taking, thumbing their nose at America. Always. I'm not seeing that being a done deal. I do see where there may have been a push for it. But I don't see where that's a done deal. 7 of Pentacles. So somebody was talking about it, reviewing some things, conversations being had. 2 of Wands. Somebody was trying to sell the idea. Knight of Cups. Somebody tried to make it look sexy. But I don't know. Gosh, oof.
Would they use red Ziploc bags? Is that how they try to make it look sexy? Exactly. I don't know how you do that, but Okay. Adderall, Viagra getting passed around according to Kevin's loving vibrations. Mm-hmm. Oh God, they didn't talk about those 2 things, but I'm sure they're there.
Oh my gosh. Don Jr. Yeah, you're right. Don Jr. was involved in that for sure. I do also feel like, in terms of, we were talking about like how on earth did this happen, and I am getting a hit that part of it was just the cachet of it. That as oh, I got the hookup. Oh yeah, come see my guy. Oh yeah, I know a guy. Yeah, I got that.
Right.
It was the we won't even really look at what we're doing here. It's more about, I got you. You need what you need. There was
I'm the big man or the big woman on campus, and I can hook you up. That's Trump's energy. That's his whole thing, is that quid pro quo, right? What you gonna do for me now?
Gonna do for me.
Yeah. Somebody had a good question about, but I lost it because I didn't put a star on it. We talked, Pauline, about Ukraine getting aid a little bit earlier, and we do think that they're going to get aid. Look, even if it doesn't come through Congress, it's going to come through lots of different countries and different places, and that's a good thing. It's a good thing. The whole world is going to feel involved in that. So it may not be the perfect situation, but it's not a bad situation. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think Don Jr. might have been imbibing way before his dad got in office.
Yeah. In this hormone, what will we do? The soap operas make a comeback because Omarosa worked in the White House too. Yeah, but Omarosa's during that time, I think, wasn't she married to the guy that was in she was doing the church thing.
Right.
Yeah.
I think she's a little too straight laced in some ways, but
she'd be too afraid of something getting back and
there you go,
coming out about her and tarnishing her image.
Right.
And we already have the Housewives series. I love it.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for joining us. We have like 1,900 people in the chat. If you're new here, welcome. Hit the subscribe button on my channel. And please check out Afefe. She is Touched by Tarot on YouTube. You guys are missing out if you're not checking out her channel. Please check out her channel because she's like a go-to for me. We already have that. Yep. So let's grab a few more questions here. Anybody got, will Nikki Haley describe her? This is an interesting question. Linda G, is Linda G in the house?
Hey.
I don't know. I didn't see her, but somebody said Linda G. I don't know if she's here. If you hear, hi. If you lurking, I lurk. If you lurking, I understand.
Hi, we got royalty in the house.
Yes, if she's here, we do. Okay, so Loretta King says, when will, now you're already making you're already making an assumption. When will Nikki Haley disclose her knowledge of Trump's crimes? I think she's afraid of Trump. Actually,
she's
sure
terrified.
She's going to go across a certain line. You feel like she will?
No.
She is in the house. Hey, girl.
Mm-mm.
You don't think she will? Yeah, I think she seems to kind of like stop. She gets so close and then she's like,
yeah. She's in a safety zone of highlighting his crimes against women. She's really playing the woman card and trying to align. Yeah, that's so that's to be seen. That's reasonable, but and expected. But really coming out ready to get down and dirty. I think she's afraid of him. There are so many people who are terrified of the consequences of what this man can do. I don't see her going that far.
I don't either.
No, I don't see her going that far. She wants to. She really does believe in her heart of heart and soul. Like she knows where a lot of bodies are buried.
She better be careful.
She does. She learned a lot. She saw a lot. She witnessed a lot when she was ambassador. And she knows. And because he likes to, he revealed a lot to her, but she can't. She simply can't. What's she going to stand to gain from it? You know what I mean? It's not
flying out a window. That's what she stands to gain from it. He said in that speech, he said, I get even. He said that about her. So, I mean, if she falls down and stubs her little toe, people are going to look at him. So she better be wrapped in bubble wrap, because if anything happens to her, he's going to be suspect number one, period. He just said it on public TV. I get even.
I get even. And he's been threatening everybody.
It's true.
Point blank, period. Threatening people out and out. Yeah. No, she won't do it. She won't do it.
I give her credit for just staying in as long as she has, because everybody else has folded and kissed his ring and his butt.
Yeah. Has Carrie Lake? Oh wait, I just saw this Carrie Lake story. Let's talk about that. That thing was like,
okay.
I can't find it.
Can you click it?
I'm trying to find it. It's going so fast.
Oh, okay. Well, but while you're looking for that, I'm going to click this. Julianne Jones said she just had a great session with the Fefe tonight, and I'll be back for more. And she'll be roaring at the moon, roaring at the lion moon tonight. All right, Julianne.
Thank you.
All right, we need that Carrie Lake. Okay, here we go.
Carrie Lake been secretly taping people.
She did. She did secretly tape somebody. Who was it? And the guy was trying to bribe her to not run.
DeWitt.
I don't know, but
the GOP chair in Arizona. DeWitt.
See, this is what I'm saying. Somebody's got video of those drugs, because when you're in a pack of thieves, you've got to video things and record things, because you never know when they're going to come after you, and you need something on them in case they do. So I think they all got stuff that they could play if they needed to.
Yeah. She released the audio of the head. Right. That's what we saw.
Okay. DeWin. His name, or DeWitt or DeWin. I don't know. We have a DeWin and a DeWitt. But anyway, he was the head of the Arizona GOP, and he was going to bribe her. He was going to say, was it like $100,000 or something?
No. He went much higher than that. He went into the millions. He went into the millions and was like, well, just give me a number. And he said specifically, I am doing this on behalf of someone high up. So you knew who the call was coming from. Yeah. He said, and she's got him on tape saying that. This is on behalf of somebody high up, and he went high. He was like, and she said, and she was just like, oh, so I think the a million came up, and then she was like, are you really trying to buy me off? And she said, I wouldn't do it for $1 billion. So she was really cagey. But here's what's interesting. Apparently, this was taped a long time ago. This was done. Yeah, this is old. And so why
is she bringing it out now?
Right.
These are snakes. They just bite each other. They're just turn on each other. Yeah, he resigned. Well, apparently she pulled her card. She had her card hidden, and she said, here it is. Here's my card. Wow.
Yes, she did. She did. Now, I also saw, I think today in the Times or yesterday in the Times, there's this running list of VP picks for him, the possibilities. And she's still on that list.
Carrie Lake is still on that list?
Lake is still on that list. Of course, down there with Vivek, but he's still way at the back of the list. But she's still on that list. I just wonder if there's some angling, because she is running for the Senate again, right?
Yeah, I think so. I guess that's why. Maybe that's why. That's why she brought it out. Hello. That's why she brought it out.
That's her whole.
You're not going to stop me. Here they tried to bribe me. I don't think that's going to help her. Do you see her winning the Senate? You could tell us the truth. We can take it. Maybe.
I do not. And of all cards to come up, Ruth Ginsburg comes up as the justice card. Rest her soul.
Yes, thank you.
No, I don't think so. Also, because I think since she didn't want to play ball, that whole extreme right MAGA element of the Senate right now, they're not. The calls are already going out. Be interested to see what what her fundraising is. He said picked up his VP.
Cindy P, you said this Linda G was fake. Were you kidding?
No.
I mean, are y'all kidding, or is this Linda G? Text me if it's you, Linda.
There we go. That way we'll know.
Yeah. I got my phone right here, girlfriend. You just send me a text. Okay. Anyway.
He's picked. From what I saw, he said he had picked his VP, but there was a 25% chance that that's who he, whoever that is, that's who he was actually going to go with. But absolutely, I did see that. Thank you for that.
Yeah, I don't think she's done. I think she's got more evidence, and I think that she's going to I feel like she's going to try to destroy some careers. Well, like this guy had to step down. I mean, I wonder if they're going to investigate him for criminal. I mean, that's a bribe.
It was a bribe.
God have mercy.
It was a bribe.
There's not going to be one left. They're all going to be in jail.
Yeah, she did it for money. She did it to try and I'm looking at this Four of Pentacles. She did it because she needs more money to finance her campaign, and I think she thought she was going to win some favors by showing she was willing to go that extra mile, to come out and fight. This is also another thing where because she's dirty. Oh my gosh, she's dirty.
You need to get your spiritual hazmat suit on. That's what I try to tell you.
It just washed over me like.
Oh, I know. See, you go too far in their energy, and then there you are.
Yeah, I think she thought this was going to be a play for her, but it's going to backfire.
It's going to backfire. I got the same thing, just as you said it. Yep.
Yeah, it's going to backfire on her.
Apparently, Linda said it's Carrie fake. Not that Linda's fake. It's Carrie fake. Okay, sorry. Go ahead, Fefe.
Love it. No,
so she's not going anywhere. I don't think she's really going to make it, but I do think she's going to try to take some people out while she can. So stay tuned for that.
Who else is there? Well, certainly nobody else did that. Nobody else you know, he was DeWitt or whatever his name is. He was
but who knows what she's got? She might have all kinds of stuff having to do with those drugs that they were giving out at the White House. You know, the orgies, the cocaine fill. I mean, she probably has some pretty interesting stuff on people.
I tell you, when did no, she wasn't there that long ago. I started saying MTG. When did she come on the scene? No, but that's new. She's what, 2021, 2020. Yeah. Okay, she's too new. Because she would be a prime suspect. Her and well, and we know Lauren Boebert practically had an orgy in the middle of a theater. Like,
just saying. An orgy. Well, yeah, all those other people were voyeurs, so maybe that was part of it.
They were auditioning, hoping others would join in. You know.
Yeah, it's Linda G. She's here. She for real here.
Hi.
Hey, Linda. She probably cooking, probably making dinner or something.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Thank you.
Oh my God, that is so crazy. I'm telling you. Wow.
We're living in some wild times. We are definitely like
for real. And I know. And Linda did say that Linda's got all the like book chapter marks. You know what I mean? Like we all remember like these things, right? So I do think a woman is going to take Trump down because it's just poetic justice. I mean, it's just perfect. But I don't know which one it's going to be. So you're asking if Alina Habba. I mean, I kind of feel like E. Jean Carroll's doing a pretty good number on him right now. I really feel like she's just in his head and he cannot evict her. And she's causing him, you know, anxiety, like anxiety he doesn't normally have. He doesn't normally let people get under his skin like she does. But for some reason, she just gets under his skin. Can you think of another woman? Do you think Alina Habba is going to be his downfall?
Isn't Alina Habba, isn't she the one who got it delayed because she supposedly had symptoms of COVID?
And then she showed up on the stage.
And then she
showed up on the stage in New Hampshire. You know, I mean, maybe we'll laugh about this in 5 years, but I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I'm going to need them prescriptions the White House was handing out. I'm going to be like, I need a baggie.
Yeah, I think she's afraid of him as well. Mm-hmm. And she doesn't want to.
Judge Chutkan. Mm-hmm.
Who would? Because I think Linda G's on it. Like it's going to be.
Judge Chutkan is not playing either.
Right now.
Judge Chutkan. But I don't think any of them are playing. I just think they're trying to play this the best way they can, given the powder keg of crazy it is. Yeah, Michelle says Willis, Carroll, James, pick your choice. Yeah, it's true. There's a lot of women coming for him.
There is, but I see a lot of energy around Chutkan. I just got Judgment. Ta-da. And I got the Magician.
Oh, come on, Chutkan. Come on, Chutkan. Yeah. Chutkan is the judge in the Jack Smith case?
Yes. Yeah, she's a DC judge.
I can't keep track of all these cases.
Yeah, she's the DC judge.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and she's not scared.
Yeah, she's not scared. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Letitia James is not done. I don't think Letitia James is done. Something else is happening with that. Well, I guess they're still deciding they're still deciding the fate of Trump's org.
Right.
So she isn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right, Rossi. I think she is going to close down his business. Let's ask about that. This is tricky because I'm not sure Engoron wants to do it, but I think he might do it. I think they really might take his license to operate a business in New York State. You think they will?
I know they'd love to because of his history, and I think they just might. I just pulled that Ace of Wands.
Oh my God, they're going to shut him down.
Might shut him down. And the Ace of Cups behind it. I'm done. Yep. He's out of there.
You know how they say in an election, I have seen enough.
I have seen
enough to call this.
Ace is wild. Yeah, he's out. Yeah.
Winner, chicken dinner. Okay, he's out. I just keep seeing I see Trump is gone wherever he's gone, pushing up daisies planted next to Ivana. I don't know where he is, but anyway, and then I see the boys over in one of the Turkmenistan, one of those stand countries, like with their little suitcases, because they can't operate in the United States. Nobody's going to give them a loan. Maybe, I don't know, who knows, maybe they've already done some time.
Yeah, they're done. Look, this is such a great depiction in this card. So you see the little kids, they've been kicked out, three of swords, no less. So there's that, there's
they're done. They're toast.
And they already know it. They already know it. And it's really a shame. I don't want to feel any compassion in this moment, but I'm really resisting it. But can you imagine what's been done to them over the years? Like,
yeah. But okay, look, a lot of us didn't have great childhoods.
A lot of us didn't have great childhoods,
and their great childhood came with a lot of extra money.
It did come with a lot of extra money, a lot of extra perks, but God, the price they're paying.
Yeah.
The price they're paying. You know what? I wonder is if who's gonna really give him hell before he goes there is Barron.
Oh, do you really think so? You think Barron's gonna give him hell?
Barron. Something about Barron.
You mean like he might be a sociopath?
I think, allegedly.
Allegedly. He might have leanings. He might lean.
Yeah. But when we talk about karma and because we know Trump's relationship with his father and truly his father created that monster. And now we're looking at, right? The sins of the father. Yeah, the sins of the father. He threatened to get away.
Can the boys still sell their father's steaks online? You're gonna have to move the website to Turkmenistan or something.
Best, I swear. You all are the best. He's 18 on 320 and they be gone 3. Oh man, doggone, this thing moves so quickly. Something about okay, there he is. Barron Rose Blue said Barron is 18 on 320 and they be gone 12:30 a.m.
Yeah, right. His suitcase be packed.
Rose
Blue says that the certificates are already gone for him to open a business in New York. I didn't know that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That seems like that would be big news.
Wow. Yeah, it does.
Thank you, I Am Astrology. Thank you so much for that, you guys. Appreciate it.
Oh, that's so nice. That is so nice.
Yeah, I know he's 6'7".
Yes,
I'm not sure about that. Yep.
The Teamsters backed Biden.
Yes.
Yeah,
they did. I mean,
he went and stood on those picket lines with them. He showed up, and that was a pivotal moment. That was a really pivotal moment, and he showed up. I had a feeling that was coming. Yeah, he needed that. He needed that win.
He needed that.
Yeah.
It's a lot like these people who say, I don't support Biden. And then they look at the alternative and then they're like, we support Biden. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, you guys. It's not that hard of a choice, honestly.
It's not.
How they could even be thinking that there is a choice, right?
There's not.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
Somebody agrees with you about Barron.
Oh.
See, I know y'all think Trump is violent. I think he is violent, allegedly. But I think Melania has some little poison in one of her fingernails. And I think if she's supposed to do it, she's just going to be like, ding, and then, get her back. I just think Barron is a lot like her.
Not a mommy dearest.
She's a mommy dearest.
A mommy dearest?
Yeah, that does give you the chills, doesn't it?
It really does. The president of the UAW shredded Trump? Yes, good. I
Yeah, he
missed it.
did. He shredded Trump in the announcement. He said, "Why would
Ah,
we consider working with Trump?" He shredded Trump. He told it like it was. There was no there was no air between that.
good.
Oh, you're a proud Teamster. That's awesome. Thank you.
Oh, very good.
Yes. I agree, Caddis, that Barron and Melania, I see them sticking together. I
Mhm.
think they're gonna, I feel like they're gonna kind of go back to Europe someplace. I don't know if I see them so much in the States. I'm not sure about that.
No, I
I'm
feel
just
that.
not sure how much she would be welcomed. I mean, she'd do better somewhere else, I think.
Undercover for them. I mean, which is what she's been doing all this time anyway. You know, she's got her little New York society enclaves, and she goes into the side doors and the back doors of the salons and all of that. You know, that's how she's been living.
That's right.
You know, all this time.
Well, she better find a richer husband because this money's about to dry up.
This money's out.
This money's out. Thank you, TD Rom. Thank you so much. Okay, let's do say one more question, and then we're going to have to sign out for tonight. It's been a long week for FFA and I. If you're new here, please check out FFA's channel, Touched by Tarot. Just check it out. Trust me on this one. You'll love it. Okay. Yes, absolutely. Biden is in better help. One last juicy question, y'all.
The juicy one.
Pick a juicy one.
Melania's on tape at the orgy. It'd be amazing.
I don't want to see that tape, y'all. I've already seen more of Melania than I wanted to see.
I don't want to see it, but I might be tempted to distribute it.
You FFA will look for it. She'll be like, yeah, I saw it.
I saw it here. Look, I'd be like the people with the plastic bags. You need some? You need a copy? You want a copy?
You be getting your Eclipse sunglasses out. You be getting those Eclipse sunglasses out. Like, okay, let me look.
Oh my gosh. All right, let's see here.
Ask the catch up. Yeah.
Does Trump have syphilis? Yeah, I think that's been pretty well established.
He either has syphilis, he has something. He has some kind of degenerative disease, whatever it is. It's really, it seems like it's progressing kind of quickly to me.
It is. The frequency of his flubs are just, and they're just becoming more and more outrageous. How do you confuse Nikki Haley with Nancy Pelosi?
I don't know.
How does that happen?
Well, he thought, he has done a lot of things. He said a lot of crazy things.
He has. And he thought, what the pictures, who was it? A picture of, it was a picture of the woman with the New York case, and he thought it was his ex-wife.
That's right. He mistaked E. Jean Carroll for Ivana or one of them.
Like, dude.
Yeah, he's been managing. Sometimes the spirit guides talk about Reagan. You remember how we all thought about Reagan? Does Reagan, is he sharp? Is he not sharp? He kind of danced over that line a little bit too, right?
Until he couldn't.
Until he couldn't. But nobody ever came out, to my knowledge, and said that he was not fit to serve while he was in office, even though I'm not sure he was fit to serve.
No. Matt Gaetz, yeah.
Yeah, Matt Gaetz. I've been wanting to ask that question. Thank you. Oh, thank you. We're on the same. We cannot
let this night go by without talking about Matt Gaetz. Like, so you see, they're amping that up again.
The House is coming after him. What does that mean? Like they came after, of course, Santos. And then what's his name? The guy in the wheelchair. What is his name? He's so handsome. Mix something.
Somebody knows. Somebody's put it in
put it in the. But when they deem you a threat, it's like the Hive circles you and then isolates you and then spits you out. You know what I mean? They're going for Matt Gaetz. I think they're really going for Matt Gaetz.
For him.
But I see Florida going for Matt Gaetz too. So it could be, what's that? Death. Oh, snap.
Yeah, they're coming for him.
Cawthorn. Thank you. Madison Cawthorn. Thank you, Anthony.
Thank you. Thank you for
Thank
that.
you guys. Thanks
Yeah.
to everybody who's got, you guys are like our Dial a Friend, whatever that show was.
Well, I say, to just as an aside, like, your tribe is so sharp, Susan, that when I do something political, I'm like, I got to get my facts straight, because this crew here, if you miss a syllable, they'll be like, Fefe,
No, they do the same thing to me. They totally. I could not pronounce Stephonic, and so I can't tell you how many people like hooked on phonics. It's like, Susan, Stephonic. I'm like, okay, I got it. Should we also do YMCA while we're at it? Anyway. So Kevin, a lot of y'all are saying McCarthy wants his revenge. So you guys are saying McCarthy is sort of behind this, but not behind this. Fascinating. Yeah. Thank you, Anja. Yeah. Madison.
You better work it, Kevin. You better work it. Here come the devil. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
That's
Who
Steve.
is that in that card?
That's Bannon. That's the devil in that card.
Who is it? Putin?
Steve Bannon.
Steve Bannon. I love that deck.
But
what is that? Tarot of America Tarot or something?
I only use this when I'm coming with the peeps.
Yeah.
United States
of Tarot, and it has all the people like Nancy Pelosi, Michelle Obama. It's got everybody in there. Okay.
Everybody.
Bannon as the devil. You can't make that up.
Yeah, but Kevin, thank you for that. Yes, I think definitely McCarthy is, and people have been talking about that. Like, for a while, it was like he just got quiet, and it was like, well, where did he go? That man been out there plotting and scheming.
He was in all the back rooms making deals. That's where he was at.
Back rooms. He might be holding some of the pictures and videos from the
That's true too.
And the drug parties.
Yeah, that's true, Anthony. That's true. Revenge is a dish best cursed served cold. That's true. And these Republicans have a good long memory. and they have that stash of things that they can, the dirt.
And what's really interesting too, just as an aside before I find it really fascinating. I'd love to hear what others and this is them eating their own.
Yes.
Because there are high-ranking Dems that know this. Come on, Nancy knows it.
Knows everything. I swear, Nancy knows everything.
Nancy had ears everywhere and eyes everywhere. Nancy knows, but these are not. But this is them eating their own. This is dog eat dog among their own. They're going down.
Well, Linda asked a question that I didn't even see. Thank you, Butterfly Kisses Healing. When is Johnson out? This is a complicated question. Maybe you read on this, Linda, but I don't. I do see him going. I feel like there's going to be another Republican speaker and then Jeffries. That's what I think. I'm not sure Jeffries is going to be the one following Johnson, but honestly, the energy is so crazy right now that anything could happen. Kevin feels March or April. That's soon. That's next. No, okay, 2 months. I can go with that. I can go with that. I can go by June. I think I can go for sure March, April, and at the latest June.
I'm coming in.
He's going to last to June. I don't think so. What do you think, Afefe?
I'm coming in between the two. So when you said March, I got the 8 of what is the 8 of Cups. I feel like that's a timing element. 8 weeks. Or I also got the Magician, which would be ruled by Gemini, Mercury, Gemini. So that would put us in that late May.
Put us in the same time frame. Yeah.
Basically the same. I agree. And definitely he's out. Ace of Pentacles. He's out. They are lined
out. Yeah. He can't handle this. This is a runaway train. Like the Republicans are fighting each other on the bus as the bus goes over the cliff.
Yep.
Nobody's steering the thing because they're all fighting each other.
Yep. And it's like a spurned lover. What somebody does to somebody else, they'll do to you. Trust and believe. Right. And so the way they did McCarthy, you think you're different?
No.
Here's
so
a bag.
What's that?
Here's a baggie.
Here's a bag, right? From here's your parting gift. Here's your bag of uppers and down. What uppers or downers, or do you want a combo? If you guys don't know what we're talking about, we started off the thing talking about an article in Rolling Stone where apparently during Trump's reign of terror, they were just giving out uppers and downers in plastic baggies. And they have this on, you know, firsthand account. So it really happened.
Wow.
It's just insane. So we're now just talking about baggies of drugs. So you know what we're talking about now.
Yeah.
So that's what we get. I don't know what you get on that Johnson, Linda G.
Yeah, I wonder what does Linda G get?
Yeah, are you still here, Linda? Tell us what you get. She's probably busy. I know you're always busy when you're listening to this stuff. You're probably you're cooking something. She's like, I can't put down the spoon and be hyping in this thing.
But yeah, I think Kevin said as well. Yeah, I really do. I think that in the context of what we're talking about with the Magician coming, ruled by Gemini, that puts us in that late May, June timeframe, or 8 weeks, which would put us in the late March timeframe.
So then do you see said the same as Kevin? Linda said the same as Kevin. Okay, thank you, Live Life Tarot. Okay, great. So we're all basically in agreement here. That is really interesting. That is really interesting. Yeah, I just think this eclipse is going to kind of flip a lot of people out of their comfort zones. What?
The first eclipse is March
8th? No,
a little later, isn't it? First, where's our astrologers? First eclipse, March.
When is the first eclipse, you guys? March what? Please, thank you. Calling all astrologers.
Look, I have a phone. I should be Siri. No.
Siri's like, what? You never talk to me, and now you're talking to me because you're on YouTube. You think you're somebody?
No, March 5th, 2024. March 25th.
25th.
Exactly 8 weeks from today. Today's January 25th. Exactly 8 weeks from today. March 25th. Now, you know. But that falls in line. You better go, you master psychics. I love y'all. I love hanging with you all.
Me too. Thanks everybody for coming out tonight. We could do this for hours because we know that you guys can hang out for hours, but we just don't have the energy in our tanks to do this any longer. So we're going to be signing out again. Thank you, FFA, with Touched by Tarot. Check out her channel. She does classes. She does readings. She's got some exciting things planned. Don't you have a membership too? Do you have a membership?
I do have a membership, and I need to be better about mentioning that because I set it up on YouTube and then I never talk about it. So I have a membership. I got to do that. I also have a membership on my website. You can sign up as a member on my website, and members will be getting discounted readings. So you might want to do that as well.
Oh man, nice. All right.
www.trulytouchedbytarot.com. And I think the moderators put that up.
Yeah, and it's in the description of this too. Truly Touched by Tarot is her website, and just Touched by Tarot is her YouTube channel. Yeah. Thank you, Linda, if you're still here, for joining us. Thank you to Kevin and all of the readers that joined us. And I love you too, Linda. And thank you to the moderators. Really couldn't do it without you. Much love and respect to everybody. Take really good care of yourselves, okay? We'll be back because, who knows what the heck is going to happen next? We don't know. We'll be here to read about it and chat about it and laugh about it with you.
Absolutely.
Take really good care, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye, y'all.